Hello and welcome to my channel. Finally, Peter Obi clinches the NDC ticket. Okwebigo, NDC had to do quick and make a lot of that. It is not like ADC. I saw Amechi among the contestant, and possibly in ADC, maybe Amechi would have defeated Peter Obi, considering the setup there. Something that is happening within Atiku's parlor. That is what we are seeing. But NDC does not want to make that kind of mistake. So Peter Obi was the only candidate. So it wasn't like as if a primary was done. No. Peter Obi clinched it. He was the lone candidate. Or else, if NDC make mistake, those millions that entered, millions of people. Do you have what happened while Peter Obi moved to NDC? You know the amount of people, registration to the tune of 10 million. NDC suddenly became a popular party. Anyway, let me show you the news reports so that you will not think we are joking here. Peter Obi has clinched it. As you can see, Peter Obi is the flag bearer of the NDC in 2027 upcoming election. I know what will be happening in APC's camp. We're going to look at that. Odiegu, NDC learned from what happened to ADC. You know the amount of followership Peter Obi has, for you to lose that. So NDC, I think they worked on it. They asked people like the Amechis in ADC, there could be people like Amechi in NDC. They told them, this is the lone candidate we are fielding. And let's look at why this news is very important. Let me tell you. You see, the biggest thing in this story is not just that Peter Obi bought a presidential form. The biggest thing is that he was the only aspirant. So, and that changes the political meaning completely. In Nigerian politics, when only one major person enters a party's race, it usually means the party leaders already agreed privately on who they want. They don't want to joke with. Can you imagine? Despite that, ADC suddenly grew to become a big party because of the presence of Peter Obi. Because people had Peter Obi was coming to ADC. Which, if they had been wise, they would have given him an automatic ticket or indirectly paved way for him. But Atiku was there. Everything was happening. It was arranged by Atiku. And Peter Obi saw the trap and he jumped it. Now look at what is happening. These guys do not want to make mistake. Now let's talk about that. NDC may be using Obi to become a national force, and that is what it's becoming. Before now, many Nigerians did not pay serious attention to the Nigeria Democratic Congress. But immediately Obi entered, people started discussing the party nationally. That shows Obi still carries strong political weight in Nigeria. I've never seen this kind of weight. I am begging them, please, conduct a free and fair election and you will see. Do you know the number of people who registered just because Obi switched to NDC? Let there be a free and fair election, let's see. Obi carries a strong political weight in Nigeria. And now, whether the people support him or not, his name alone creates conversation. For NDC, this may be a smart strategy. Now, instead of struggling to build popularity slowly, they may be using Obi's national popularity to quickly, NDC is tactical, they will use it to quickly become relevant before 2027. And in simple terms, Obi gives the party visibility immediately. And let me tell you, what I will advise them now is start working on how to secure your votes. You don't have to behave like Labour Party in the last election. In the last election, there are about almost 100,000 polling units that were not covered by Labour Party. This time around, you are going to make sure you have at least 2 representatives on each polling unit all over Nigeria. And now, let's look at still why, this is this and this is so. Obi may be trying to avoid Labour Party's problem. After 2023 election, you know what happened? Labour Party entered serious internal crisis. Leadership fights, court cases, factions problem. We know where it's coming from. We don't need to announce it for you to know. And there's also confusion over party control in Labour Party. Now, many analysts said Obi suffered because the party structure was weak and unstable, and that is part of it. Now, this early NDC move may be Obi trying to avoid the same mistake. That is why he went to NDC. Maybe his camp wants early preparation, stronger control, and fewer internal enemies. Already we are seeing people who are opposed to NDC. We don't know how far they will go. In the other video we did before this one, you saw somebody who already talking, he's not a member of NDC. He's attacking NDC from the side. I like the way Rufai Oseni and Ruben Abati treated him. They called him busybody. Okay, leave. Now, here's the big question. Can opposition unite? This is where the real drama may happen. Now, do you think Peter Obi need other, the whole of opposition, do you think they should unite? If they unite, they will form a stronger force. Now, if they unite, it is welcome, but still, Obi should be fielded as the candidate. If not, that unity is useless. Because Obi, the carriage is actually Obi. Obi is the carriage. And I don't see them uniting. Atiku wants to rule. This is the same reason ADC crashed, though they are still trying to package it. Obi's influence is still in ADC. Do you know why? A lot of people joined ADC just because of Obi. Now, some of them are not ready to pull out. But the fact is that they joined the party because of Obi. Meanwhile, there are some new registration, and there are many who poured into NDC because of Peter Obi. So, will this, the opposition means the NDC, all of other parties, will they unite? So that they will become more formidable. The fact is that the ruling party, APC, does not really carry that weight. But uniting forces will really, suppress them. So, will they unite? In the last election, Obi got around 6-something million votes. Atiku got 6-something million. I think so. Tinubu won with maybe 8 million or so. Now, if they unite, means more forces, more number of people. Now, if they unite, who will they field? Based on certain reckonings, certain agreements that were not written, it is for the South. It is zoned to the South to have 4 years. Then it goes back to the North. Though I don't so much believe in that agreement, but then I think it should work for the last time. Atiku said he doesn't believe in it. So what do you really think? I don't see these parties uniting. I don't see them uniting. Atiku will be the major problem. If not for Atiku, I think it will work. Atiku will never surrender to Obi. And Obi will not surrender to Atiku. Obi pulls more weight than Atiku. Forget about the result of the last election, whatever they want to do. And Obi is more formidable with Ekwan Kwaso. So that division might, some people say it will affect, but then I don't think so. Let free and fair election be conducted. Where I think if they match, it will help is only in terms of coverage, yeah. In terms of coverage, it will help. Aside that, I don't really see where it helps that much. Now, let me tell you what is happening. In case you don't know, when we're talking about Obi, you think it's just in the mention. There is something about Obi and the people who are following Obi. Okay, let's say the people who are behind Obi. I need you to listen to this woman. I will be right back.
First of all, I would like to say that Mr. Obi has a lot of followership in various parts of Nigeria in the 6 geopolitical zones. He cannot say that the chances of Mr. Peter Obi or the chances of the Southeast has reduced drastically. In fact, I'll put it to him, just within 24 hours of Mr. Peter Obi joining the ADC, over 10 million Nigerians registered into the NDC. That says a lot. Obviously, there's something he's not getting. What is strategy? If I'm a weak person and I see a stronger person that can lead me to where I am, I will follow the stronger person. He said something that those that cannot win election are following Mr. Peter Obi to enter a new party. Now, let me tell you, many of these ADC members defected into NDC within a space of 24 hours. Obviously, they knew something that he does not recognize. That means the person that has the capability, the ability to win the next election, that can take the present president out of the seat of power is Mr. Peter Obi. Mr. Peter Obi cuts his ideology and his type of politics, cuts across the young, the old, the elder, every kind of person. He's a detribalized person. He's a person that people from various parts of Nigeria love. I'm a Yoruba person. I'm following Mr. Peter Obi. So if somebody that is not from his own tribe is following him, why will people from his own ethnic group not follow him? So I beg to differ. There is no way people from the Southeast will not be proud of Mr. Peter Obi. They will be proud of him, and the chances will increase. Let me even tell you, there's something we call equity. Equity and justice. Nigeria is for every extraction. Nigeria is not just for maybe for the North, Northeast, North Central. Nigeria is for the South, and it is the time for the South. Even it's a gentleman agreement. So may so rest in peace. Our late President Buhari, he finished 8 years. Now, power has shifted to the South. It is the right thing, is equity. There is no Nigerian that's more Nigerian than any other Nigerian. Nigeria is for every person. And to avoid things like chaos and a sense of being a Nigerian, then this is the time. In fact, I would say the time for the Southeast.
Okay, that is it. You saw how many people poured into NDC because of Obi. Obi left ADC and went to NDC. 10 million people registered, about 10 million. Wow, you know what that means? Let's continue to look at this Obi clinching the NDC tickets. Now, definitely APC will attack this move. APC will attack this move. They will not stay quiet. Already, they are beginning to get signs of what just happened. APC has begun to get signs. And you hear something from them like, Obi keeps changing parties. They have announced that to us so many times. They will say NDC is too small, just like they considered Labour Party small in the last election. They will say online popularity is not real structure. That is how they treated obedience in the last election. They said it is only an online popularity. Meanwhile, allow that to be and conduct for election. Let's see what happens with that online popularity that you claim. Now, the other thing is that APC strategies will likely focus on weakening Obi's credibility before 2027 becomes too close. Politics is psychological warfare. They will try to shape public opinion early. Certainly, we know that. Now, let's look at how Obi's supporters will react to this, to what APC will, the garbage APC will soon push. Obi's supporters, certainly, they will see it differently. For them, whatever APC is saying, the argument will be that Nigerian parties themselves are unstable. Many parties are controlled by godfathers. And politicians sometimes move because internal systems are compromised. And that is why Obi has been moving. So supporters may also say Obi still represents what we call accountability, discipline, youth energy, and frustration against old political system. That emotional support is still very strong among many young Nigerians. And in terms of financial prudence, Obi is there. We are not, people like me, I'm not following Obi because Obi is Igbo, no. And I know many Igbo people are not following him because he's Igbo. If you check the record of Igbo voting from past, their focus is more on credibility. They are not focused really on tribe. And this is about the second time an Igbo man is truly showing real face in a presidential election. So the Igbos mainly are not focused on ethnicity in terms of voting. They are looking for who will change things, who will make things better. So let's further look at this. The real battle has not even started. Right now, this is only the opening stage. There will be campaign. The election is not very far. February, about 6 to 7 months away. But the real political battle is beginning to. Now, if all the parties announce their various presidential candidates, then things are beginning to take shape. And the political battle will depend, some say, not really, some say the governance, the alliances, the funding. I see funding as very important. The northern support is also important. The party structure. I hope the funding will come for NDC to do certain things. These 2 NDC personnel need to be at each polling unit in Nigeria. So the real political battle is beginning, and I'm telling you what these battles will rely on. There is the grand structure, it matters heavily. There is the Nigerian election. Yes, the fact is that Nigerian election are not won only on social media, but social media is also an indication of the direction it's going. If you saw what happened in 2022 election, you could be able to say, Though some people dismiss the obedience, their courage in social media, which is also outside social media anyway. People were dismissing it, but when he said that, anyway, in rounding up, we're just happy to announce to you that Obi clinched the NDC presidential ticket. Everybody should get ready. Osetigo, obele. We are beginning to enter that stage. Can you dance? Anyway, viewers, what do you think? I would like you to see your comments on the comment section. What do you think? Add your comments. And please share this video widely. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Bye-bye for now.